What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Holy cow. WrestleMania is over. Night two finished. Incredible, incredible show. I mean, my goodness gracious. The story's finished, just starting. Money in the Bank cash in. Four new champions, I guess, technically. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, more of that. We're going to talk about it right now. What happened? I got some notes right over here, so sorry if I peek that way every now and again. But man, I tell you, what a show! What a show! What a show! You know, uh, I can't. You're trying to give real, real talk, real emotion to this. All and over great show. It started off incredible with Drew and Seth. I mean, the match starts. Drew hits a claymore right away. Boom, goes for the quick count. Doesn't get it. The match goes on, and you know, Seth hits a stomp. Drew hits a claymore. Seth hits a stomp. Drew hits a claymore. They just go crazy and everything, and you know, he hits a claymore, and one of the key things to this whole thing was CM Punk was one of the announcers, and every now and again you could see Drew looking over, paying a little too much attention to CM Punk, paying a little too much attention to CM Punk, and just stuff like that going on. And again, they're fighting. Go back to Seth, beat him up. Seth beats him up. Seth definitely looks though like his knee hurt bad. Um, so not sure how much lingering of the injury he had. If this is new, if this is probably added on, but who knows? But he goes ahead, hits the claymore, hits another claymore. One, two, three. New champion, champion number one of the night. Goes, celebrates with his wife, showing her the belt. But then Drew focuses attention to CM Punk. Gets in his face at the table, at the announcer's table, and saying a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not playing anymore. I'm going to ruin your career, and so on, end your career, and so on and so forth. Holds the belt. He stands up, and CM Punk with a left hand sweeps his feet. He goes down. CM Punk takes the tricep brace off, puts it in his left hand. Bam, bam, hits Seth. Hits Drew a few times, kicks him, and all of a sudden you hear Judgment Day music. Senior Money in the Bank. Damian Priest runs down. Is he going to cash in? Is he not going to cash in? What's he going to do? Hands the referee the suitcase. Throws Drew in the ring. Picks him up. Choke slam. Boom. 1, 2, 3. New champion. Damian Priest, second new champion of the night. So, your new world heavyweight champion, Damian Priest. Damian had to go ahead and cash in sooner or later. It had been 10 months since he went ahead and won it. People made fun of him, thought he was stupid, but he waited for the right time. Took care of Drew. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, CM Punk doing his part. So, now we will see, what happens, as we go forward. So very entertaining match, really good, really good. Then we shift to this 6-man tag match, which I I want to say I didn't understand why it was there. It was a filler. It was a Philadelphia street fight. So I guess it was one of those things where they kind of needed to fill up the card, get these guys some ring time at the biggest event ever. So it made sense to go ahead, and do it. Special guest referee, Bubba Ray Dudley. That's right. Bubba Ray, Bully Ray shows up. He's the special referee. He's doing pretty good. Everything's going well. They're doing their thing. They're they're beating each other up. Final Testament is having their way. And then unfortunately, Karrion Cross decides he didn't think Bully Ray went ahead and or Bubba Ray didn't count fast enough. Excuse me. And he got in his face. And Bully Ray reaches down and he puts on the black frames with the tape. And that changed everything. And then there was a lot of, Dudley Boys, type stuff going on. They got Karrion Cross down and Montez Ford held one leg and Bobby Lashley held the other leg, they did the what's up, and Dawkins came off the top rope, with the headbutt to the midsection, and then it was pretty cool because uh Bubba hits Bobby, who turns and hits Montez, who turns and hits Dawkins, and they kind of sit there and they go 1, 2, 3, and the whole crowd cheers. Sorry, Dawkins, get the table, and they go and they get a table, and they put the table out, and they lay Carrying Cross on it, and the table broke. So they have to figure out what to do. So they get out of the ring. They get another table, put another table in there. Montez, big, massive, frog splash. Bobby Lashley carrying across the tag. 1, 2, 3, match over. Again, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Very entertaining in my eyes. But a lot of people think, man, it kind of was, kind of sucks, so on and so forth. People were thinking it wasn't that good. I thought it was pretty good, so I enjoyed it. Then we went AJ Styles LA Knight. LA Knight gave away the Slim Jim's car. I guess there was a contest going on. I wish I would have known. I might have gone ahead and tried. It was an okay match, athletic. Honestly, I mean, there's no story built around it. It's kind of like the last match. There's no stories. You don't know where it's going to go. Not sure. I mean, everybody kind of knew, for those of us that are wrestling fans, Styles probably was not going to win. But what they've been doing with, LA Knight didn't make sense to go ahead and have him lose to AJ Styles and kind of bury him. So I don't know if this continues a feud or maybe this starts a new feud for LA Knight to move up, maybe go against, the US, go for the US title. But we'll see. Overall, not a bad match. They both hit some of their moves and everything. And at the end, LA Knight pins him for the title. All right, so when we come to this match, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. So they enter the ring. First thing does, Logan Paul jumps out of the ring, expects Randy and KO to fight against each other. They don't. They run out of the ring, attack him, throw him back in the ring. They're going back and forth. They're hitting all their signature, moves. KO's hitting the cannonball. Randy's hitting, going for his RKO's. He hits the DDT on the ropes and all that kind of stuff. Again, this match was weird. I mean, it was I don't know. It was a weird match. It was good, not great. Could it have been great? I don't think so. I just don't think with these three guys it could rate. And Logan Paul, once again, although I am not a fan, um, it is pretty amazing what he does in the ring, the way he moves in the ring, for not doing this for very, very long time, right? I mean, when you look at the amount of time he has spent in the wrestling ring, is very little compared to a lot of these other guys. But they're doing their things, you know, you know, they're going back and forth. The Prime Bottle was there. The Prime Bottle goes ahead and tries to get involved with Randy Orton. Randy Orton pulls the front off to reveal the face, and I want to make sure I get this right, but it was uh, I Show Speed or Speed Show Speed, a big time streamer, like 28 million subscribers. So he takes him over and brings him to the announcer desk and hits him with an RKO. While all that is going on, Logan got Paul to I mean, Logan got KO to the ground. He gets up on the ropes and hits a massive frog splash. I mean, I don't know how high he went, but he got up there. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Your champion retains. Logan Paul lives to fight another day. Bailey and Io Sky. Um, Bailey, tried to do something and in the beginning took a dive and and she wound up hurting her knee and not sure whether how much of seeing the press conference afterwards, it was probably more of just a work and not real, but who knows? But she was doing the knee. Interesting. It was a good match. A lot of action. EO Sky, I'm going to tell you right now, she did way better than I thought she was going to do. Um, hit more moves, moving around. I mean, I know, they, she normally does, a lot of good stuff, but this was kind of like one of the first times, sitting down and really watching her. And I will say, it went well. It really, really, really went well. Bailey hit the belly to belly, suplex a couple times, didn't get her. She went for the rose plant, which I guess is a newer move that I haven't seen where she kind of way she's supposed to plant the head, and the first time she did it, Io Sky came out and did a flip and was standing there and kinda shocked Bailey. They did some more fighting. She hit her again with the belly to belly, followed that up with, the rose plant. 1, 2, 3, new champion. Your 3rd new champion of the night. And then, alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we come to the final match of the night, the main event. Cody Rhodes versus your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Entrances take a while, not a big deal. Fans are cheering for Cody, which you expect. You know, uh, they fight, they lock up, they do a couple things. Roman goes for a spear in the corner. Cody moves out of the way, hurts the shoulder, all that kind of stuff that happens. They spill out into the crowd. When they spill out into the crowd, they go over to this one area where it wasn't tables. There was something set off, but it was covered. Roman throws Cody on, and he's going to, go for he's gonna, flip him over, on and back into the crowd, but that doesn't happen. Cody turns it around into a suplex and suplex Roman, onto this, platform. Uh, they go ahead and they do their, they make their way back into, the ring, uh, you know, and so they're fighting. Cody goes for a disaster kick, but Roman actually catches him and puts him into a power bomb. And from there, things was kind of, real mat wrestling, nothing too high wire, but nothing you expected with these guys going back and forth and everything. Uh, again, he goes for he does Cody. Roman comes at him. Cody power slam, goes for an old disaster kick, gets a disaster kick. That's a 2 count. From there, they're fighting a little bit. They go outside of the ring. And this time, when they were outside the ring, Roman gives them a low blow. And Roman takes him, throws him, then he tries to power bomb him through the announcer's table. Throws Rhodes back into the ring, connects with a super punch, another near fall. They're fighting more. Then a Cody cutter. When Roman is out, Roman gets Cody gets a 2 count. Then Rhodes hit a spear, and then we get another 2 count. And so they're going, back and forth and stuff. And then at that point, this is when, the bloodline rules come in. Jey Uso comes in, super kicks. I'm sorry, Jimmy Uso comes in, super kicks Cody. Cody hits a Superman punch, but Jay was running down. So Jimmy gets out of the ring. They battle up on the platform a little bit, and then it turns around where Jay spears Jimmy off of the runway into some tables, which is, Hey, pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So, Rhodes then gets with Roman, hits him for two crossroads, kicks out, and then all of a sudden, Sokoa shows up. And Sokoa hits him with a spike. He pulls Roman on top of him. Roman, is just laying there on his back. Cody kicks out. So Sokoa is pissed off. He stands up Cody, and Roman comes, hits a spear, and it's a spear and a Samoan spike at the same time. And what happens? Rhodes kicks out again. And with that, you hear ba ba da ba 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 da ba. John Cena's music comes out. He runs down the ring. He hits Sokoa, from the ring. He takes him. He runs out. He winds up, hitting Sokoa out of the ring. He hits Roman with an AA. He put Sokoa through the Spanish table with an AA, and then that all of a sudden you hear the Rock's music. And the Rock's music comes down. The Rock makes his way down, and the Rock and Cena are standing there, and Cena gives him, "You can't see me." He goes to throw a punch. Rock gets out of the way. Rock bottom. So as Rock is standing there, and everything, he takes the weight belt off and he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna hit Rhodes. With that, you hear the Shield music hit. And what was happening is you can't see it because the you know, uh you see, Rocky's looking in the crowd to see where Seth is coming from, but Seth is coming from the other side. Rocky can't see him. He has a chair. Roman sees him. He runs over. Boom, Superman punch. And he punches him, before anything else could go ahead. And he was kind of, sitting there. And before anything else can happen, all of a sudden the lights go out. Undertaker's music hits. And he's standing behind Rock. And when Rocky turns around, Undertaker hoists him up. Boom, choke slam. Lights go dark. Everything goes ahead and happens, and everybody's gone. Everybody is gone except for Cody, Roman, and Seth Rollins. Roman grabs the chair. He's looking over at Cody. He looks over at Seth. He looks over at Cody. What does he do? He picks up the chair. And if you remember what happened when the Shield broke up, he takes that chair and he whacks the hell out of what do you call it? Out of Seth Rollins. So what happens is Cody then turns around, gets him with spear, and then he winds up giving him a three crossroads. One, two, three. Your fourth new champion of the night. Um, I will say the celebration was a little disappointing. I was expecting, not necessarily fireworks, but I was expecting what do you call it? I was expecting, confetti and all that kind of stuff. Didn't happen. But I will say, that the match was definitely an A. It was a great main event. Overall, it was a very, very good WrestleMania. There were some matches that were kind of over the whole weekend, but overall, very, very good. Um, I hope you got a chance to watch it. Tomorrow night at Raw is going to be interesting to see what happens. Again, where does this story go? Is there, what's the next? This is not the end of the story. It might be the end of a chapter in a book, but it's definitely not the end of a story. And I think the big thing is going to be, how long is Roman Reigns gone from TV? When does he come back? It's going to be interesting about Seth Rollins also. What's going to happen with him? Who's Damian Priest going to feud with? Who's Sami Zayn going to feud with? Who's Bailey going to feud with? Who's Rhea? Who, like, with all the champions, who are they going to feud with now? So overall, WWE double thumbs up. Great job over the two nights. It was, whatever, 8 hours or 7 hours, 8 hours of wrestling. Uh, well done by everyone. And really looking forward to see where these storylines go. Um, and as you know, and as it continues. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me. Much appreciated. And as always, I'll catch you at the next one.